let's begin our today's session on sentence improvement topic test 2. Now let's discuss our today's session. What do you do? What do you for go to school? See, the sentence is very absurd and it feels like incomplete, right? So, what do you, we require another verb, do or something like that, but we don't have another verb. That means we require to correct it. Another thing is, what do you for go to school? Is it giving any sense? There is no sense. So, we must replace this with appropriate one. For what do you go to school? Seems okay. What do you go to school? What do you go for to school? It giving no sense again. What do you go to school for? Yes, it is giving sense. So almost similar, but here it started with preposition. When question word is there, it's better to put the preposition at the end of the sentence. So the right sentence is option C. Next, question number 2. He pleased the directors and this completed his report in good time. Pleasing the directors completed his report in good time. No, right? It doesn't give any sense. Now look at the given options. He pleased the directors in good time. Why he has to please directors in good time? That is not what the sense we want. He completed his report in good time and this pleased the directors, giving appropriate and logical sense here. He pleased the directors and completes his report this and this in good time. What is and this? It has no sense. So the right answer is option B. He he completed his report in good time and this, what is that this refers to? Completing his report in good time and that pleased the director. So the answer is option B. Next, question number 3. The courtiers used to tell the king how efficient an administrator he was all day long. All day long, he's a good administrator. Are they told all day long? They told all day long. So we have to replace it. The courtiers all day long used to tell the king how efficient an administrator he was. Giving sense, logical and grammatical. The courtiers used all day long to tell. All day long they used to tell. No. The courtiers used to tell the king all day long how efficient an administrator he was. So which one is the replacement? The courtiers used to tell the king all day long how efficient an administrator he was, or the courtiers all day long used to tell? See, used to is a modal auxiliary and all day long you can take it as an adverbial phrase. So the answer should be option C. Option C is the answer. Next, question number 4. Every Saturday I go out for shopping. What is the replacement? Here the highlighted one is for shopping. Go for shopping is the absolute grammatical structure. Go out for shops, for a shop, to shopping. No. So it is correct as it is. So the answer is no improvement. Alright, now let's move on to the next one. Question number 5. We had a grand party and we enjoyed very much. So we had a grand party, alright, and we enjoyed very much. What? There is no sense there. So let us see sensible and logically and grammatically correct structure. We had a grand party and enjoyed very much. So almost similar to the given sentence except for lack of we. So that is not appropriate again. We had a grand party to enjoy very much. To enjoy very much you had a grand party? No, right? So remember, enjoy is a verb which is always followed by reflexive pronouns. Enjoy is always followed by reflexive pronouns. Hence, after enjoy, we require a reflexive pronoun. We had a grand party and we enjoyed what? Ourselves. We enjoyed ourselves very much. So it is giving sense. Hence, the answer is option C. Next, question number 6. He has for good left India. He has for good left India. Is it giving sense? No, right? It doesn't give any sense. So that is not the correct one. So we have to improve the sentence. He has left for good India. For good India, he's left what? No sense. He has left India for good. It's giving sense. Good, he has left India. No. So the answer is option B. He has left India for good. For good is a phrase which expresses good thing has happened. He has left India for good. We are credibly informed that the murderer has given himself up. Right. Look at this one. We were credibly informed. So entire sentence is in bold. That means we have to replace entire sentence. We are credibly informed that the murderer has given. Here it is in present tense. Has given himself up. Now what should be the replacement of this? We are informed that the murderer has credibly given himself up. We are informed that the murderer has given credibly himself up. We were informed that credibly the murderer has given up himself. So give up himself means to stop doing something. Right. Now what should be the correction? What should be the right sentence? See, we are informed that the murderer has credibly given. Credible means, trustworthy, right? Faithfully. So credible, usage of credible before given in the second clause is inappropriate. And has given credibly? No. The sentence itself is correct. We are credibly informed. How informed we are? Credibly informed. That means we are informed very sure, pakka, like faithfully, that the murderer has given himself up. I hope it is clear. Now let's see the next question. Question number 8. We generally select one of the most intelligent student of the school for this award. The highlighted one is one of the most intelligent student. Is it correct? No, right? So remember, one of the structure. One of always take a plural noun and a singular verb. But here we have singular noun which is era. So we have to replace with a plural noun. One of the most intelligent students of the school. Okay. One of the intelligent most. No. One of the intelligent most. No. We want one of the most intelligent students. So the answer is option A. Next question number 9. My friend lives in a nearby street whose name I have forgotten. See, whose is used for persons, things and animals when we give possession. Whose is a relative pronoun used for persons, things and animals when we give possession. Are we giving possession in the above sentence? My friend lives in nearby street whose name I have forgotten. Are we giving possession? Can we give possession for non-living beings there? No, right? So it doesn't give sense. Hence we have to use the better way of saying the name, the street, the name of which is giving sense there, right? Which is giving sense. So it's okay. Which name what? It doesn't give sense. And of which name? No. So the answer is my friend lives in a nearby street, the name of which I have forgotten. 10. We both won a medal and a scholarship. See, here he said he both won a medal and a scholarship. He both what? He is only one, right? How can you use both after he? You can say we both, not he both. That is inappropriate position for both. He won what? A medal and scholarship. He won both. So that should be the one. He won a medal and scholarship both. It is not appropriate to put both at the end of the sentence. Okay, no. Next, both he won a medal and a scholarship. Both he won doesn't give sense at all. He won both a medal and a scholarship. Exactly. So answer is option C. A taller Sikh rushed forward than any of his comrades. So entire sentence must be replaced. A taller Sikh rushed forward than any of his comrades. So here we have than comparison. Now look at the first one. A Sikh taller than any of his comrades, giving sense, right? Rushed forward, all right. A Sikh rushed forward taller than any of his comrades doesn't give sense. A Sikh rushed forward than any of his comrades taller, no sense. So the answer is option A. A Sikh taller than any of his comrades rushed forward. Remember, anything between two commas is additional information about the noun that comes before it. A Sikh, who is he? Taller than any of his comrades. A Sikh rushed forward. Is that clear, guys? So the answer is option A. Next, question number 12. An author in the reign of Queen Anne, who was famous, lived in a cottage. Who was famous? Arthur is famous or Queen Anne is famous? So here, who is a relative pronoun? The subject of the relative pronoun is this president. President is Queen Anne, was famous, lived in a cottage. Who lived in a cottage? Queen or the Arthur? So it gives not correct sense. Now look at the next one. An author in the reign who was famous of Queen Anne lived in the cottage. No way. It doesn't give sense here. Who was famous? Reign is famous. No, right? Kingdom is not the famous. In the reign of Queen Anne, an author lived in a cottage. Who was famous? Who was famous? Cottage. Cottage. Who is qualifying cottage here? Is cottage famous? No. An author. Who author? Fine. Famous in the reign of Queen Anne. All right, Queen Anne lived in a cottage. I told you who gives additional information about the noun that comes before it. So an author lived in a cottage. Who is that author? Who was famous in the kingdom of Queen Anne? Is that clear? So the answer is option C. Right, guys, now let's move on to the next one. Question number 13. Look at this one. In the absence of your support, he would have lost the election. So what is the correction? In the absence of your support, he would have lost the election. So lacking your support, he would have lost the election. But for your support, he would have lost the election. He would have lost the election if you had not supported him. See, in the absence of your support, here we have would have plus V3, right? So that means it is a structure of if clause condition 3. So if clause condition 3, if plus had plus V3. If plus had plus V3 followed by would have plus V3. If plus have plus V3 followed by would have plus V3. So in that sense, this sentence could be the correct one, right? This is a correct sentence. He would have lost the election if you had not supported him. If plus had plus V3. Right, guys? Next, question number 14. My uncle is enough rich to buy a car. See, you should know this one. My uncle is enough rich to buy a car. It doesn't give sense here, right? So, enough when used as adverb to qualify an adjective. Enough is a word which acts as both adjective as well as adverb. So, enough when used as adverb to qualify an adjective. Generally, when adverb is qualifying an adjective, adverb should be placed before the adjective it qualifies. generally. But when enough is used as a adverb, enough is placed after the adjective it qualifies. So this is the rule we have to apply in the given sentence. So my uncle is rich enough. Yes, this is the sense, and the adjective must be in positive degree only. Okay, so the adjective must be in positive degree and enough must be written after the adjective. So richer enough, no. Enough richer, no. So it should be option A. So remember that when enough acted as adverb to qualify adjective, it must follow this one. This is general rule. When adverb is qualifying adjective, it is placed after before the adverb it qualifies. But when enough is used as adverb to qualify an adjective, it must be placed after that. Big enough, smart enough, rich enough, tall enough, etc. Right? Question number 15. Walking along the road, an old man ran over lorry. Old man ran over lorry. How can it be possible? How can old man ran over lorry? That is not the correct sense. So we have to improve the sentence. Walking along the road, an old man ran behind the lorry. You know, behind the lorry he ran. Walking along the road, how can he ran behind the lorry? That means lorry is also moving along the road. That is not giving sense, right? Next, running along the road, he is not running, he is walking. A lorry ran over a old man walking along the road is the correct sentence. So the answer is option C. Question number 16. With these extra people, you can work easily with this job. So with these extra people, you can work easily with this job. Here, work easily with is not the correct sense. We have been discussing this kind. So the right one is you can cope with this job. So the answer is option C, cope with, right? 17. I visited my aunt just before a week. So just before a week is not giving correct sense. I visited my aunt when? A week before, a week earlier, a week ago. The right usage is a week ago. I visited my aunt a week ago. Is that clear, guys? Next, question number 18. Foreigners often come across with serious difficulties in studying English. So here, come across with is a highlighted part. So foreigners, plural, often come across, often is adverb of frequency, okay, before verb, all right. So foreigners, plural, plural verb, come across with serious difficulties. How to come across? Why how to? Is it compulsion? No, right? Came across with in the past only, not in present. Come across serious difficulties or come across with. What is your answer? Can we use cope easily with? Actually, guys, it is work easily should be highlighted. So it is cope up. Cope with. Cope with is the answer. So easily also not required because we can't put easily, which is an adverb in between the phrasal verb. So that is not the correct. So work easily should be highlighted. I hope it is clear, guys. So what is the answer for this one? Foreigners often come across serious difficulties or come across with. With is redundant there. So it is not required. So the answer is option C. Remove with. Drop that with. So with it is not giving sense. Come across means face with something. Okay. So no, you can take the answer as option C. Now look at the next question. He work hard will succeed. He work hard will succeed. Is it giving sense? No, right? So what should be the correct one? He who will work hard will succeed. Two simple futures. He who will be working hard, future continuous. No. He who works hard. This is the correct one. So here, he work hard will succeed. Relative pronoun is missing in the sentence. He who works hard will succeed. Is that clear, guys? Next, question number 20. It is high time you started revising your lessons. It is high time. Sentence started with it is high time, it is right time, it is quite time, it is about time, should be followed by simple past. Here we have simple past only. Present, past perfect, simple future. So it is correct as it is. So the answer is option D. Question number 21. Officers were asked to examine the likelihood of providing banking facilities in the area. What they have to check for? Likelihood. Likelihood of providing banking facilities in the area? No. Officers were asked to examine. What they have to examine? The dash of providing banking facilities in the area. So the feasibility can be, or their, if they wanted to be like commercial, so they want to check for their income. So probability, why probability? Probability only? No, right? It doesn't senses probability. No. Possibility, if they wanted to, they can. It is not possibility. So possibility is no. No, because possibility and probability almost similar, right? Only a little difference in the sense. Otherwise, possibility, probability gives the same sense. No. Profit, yes. Why we are taking profit here? Because it may not be public bank. Okay, here bank means you cannot assume. I told you in English you cannot assume, you just infer. Here bank means it may not be public bank, it can be a private bank also. What they wanted to check? Possibility, probability, both are same. You cannot take. If you take one, you cannot justify why you didn't take another one. So here what they want to check is if they start their banking services in that area, will they gain profits? That is what they're checking. So the answer is option C, profit. Is that clear, guys? Next, question number 22. The shortage of fuel has obstacle interstate transportation. Is it giving sense? Is it obstacle? Obstacle means what? Some barrier, hindrance. Now that should be replaced. Now the shortage of fuel has facilitated interstate. Shortage, how can facilitate? Here we are talking about shortage. Shortage, it cannot facilitate. It can hinder, not facilitate. So no. Shortage of fuel burden has burden interstate. That means already burden is there. That's why it burden more. No. Right? Next, shortage of fuel has hampered. Yes. Why hampered? Because it made something not productive. It made something to stop. That is the reason we have to use hampered. Is that clear, guys? So why we are using hampered? Because here shortage of fuel has hampered the services or hampered the transportation interstate. Yes, Sai Kiran, we'll see in economy also hampered the growth. Now look at the next one. Being a rainy day, we had to abandon the match. So you can answer very easily. If I was not wrong, you answered correct. Don't you? Look at this one. In fact, didn't you? Already completed. Being a rainy day, we had to abandon the match. Who is being a rainy day? We. No, right? You require to use an indefinite pronoun it before being. So having been a rainy day, it being a rainy day, yes. It being a rainy day, no being. It should be being. So the answer is option B. Question number 24. Rahul gave me an old scissor. See, scissor, no. When you're talking about those, it is no scissor. It cannot be used in singular. So scissor is wrong. It's always scissors. Why? What is meant by scissors? Scissors are nothing but two blades joined at a junction. It's always used together, not one. So scissor is wrong. It's always scissors. and it doesn't have any singular form. It's always used in plural. So wherever scissor is there, that is wrong. Here scissor is there, wrong. Okay, next. There are many others: scissors, spectacles, tongs, pants, trousers, pajamas. All those are always plural ends in yes. And old scissors are a pair of old scissors. So it is better to use it as a pair of old scissors, not an old scissors. Is that clear? Because it's plural. So an, no, it doesn't give sense. So a pair of old scissors. Is that clear why we are not using an old scissors? Because scissors is plural. For plural nouns we cannot use indefinite pronouns, right? Only for singular nouns we can use indefinite pronouns which are countable. Okay, next question number 25. The teacher was angry with Paul as he had not done the homework. Here the highlighted part is with. I told you angry is followed by three prepositions: angry, with, angry, at, angry, for. So what is meant by angry with? Angry with is used with persons. Angry at things. Angry for cause or causes. Is that clear? So Paul, person. So it is correct. The answer is option D, no error. Next question number 26. A pair of shoes have been purchased by me. So what is the error and what should be the correction? The highlighted part here is have been. Now a pair of shoes. A pair means singular or plural? A pair means singular or plural? A pair means one pair only, no? So it should be a singular one. So as it is singular, we require a singular verb has, not have. Has plus V3. Has been purchased, passive voice. So has being, no. Improvement is there. Would be, no. It should be has been purchased. The boss is angry with him for his remark. So, with the person, for cause. Next question number 27. When I shall go to Agra, I shall visit the Taj Mahal. So, when I shall go to Agra, I shall visit. I told you when two actions take place in future only, both cannot be expressed in future. One, that is main clause, should be in simple future, and the subordinate clause or dependent clause should be in simple present. So the usage of shall go is inappropriate because it is in a subordinate clause. So it should be in simple present. Shall travel? No. Have gone? Perfect. It should be simple present. When I go to Agra, I shall visit Taj Mahal. So the answer is option C. Next question number 28. You must apologize with him for this. With him. Apologize with? No, right? Apologize is followed by preposition to. So apologize to him. So with is wrong. Remember, apologize is followed by to. Is that clear? Apologize means feel sorrow. Apologize is saying sorrow to someone. Is that clear? You're sorry, right? Let's move on to the next one. Question number 29. Since he worked hard, he failed to secure good grades. Since he worked hard, he failed to secure good grades. Because he worked hard, he failed to secure good grades? No, that is not the correct one. So we have to correct that. So one positive, one negative. He worked hard, but he failed to secure good grades. That means we require conjunction of contrast. Is that clear? So look at this one. As As he worked, again it is positive. When he worked hard, required to express time. No, right? Though he worked hard, because one positive, worked hard, positive, couldn't secure. He failed to secure, negative. So it is negative. Resultant is negative. Hence, we require conjunction of contrast though. Is that clear, guys? Next question number 30. The minister agreed and will answer questions on television. The minister agreed and will answer. Agreed for what? That is what we want, right? So agreed and will answer questions. Is it giving sense? No, we require to improve the sentence. So the minister agreed to answer. Remember, agree is followed by to infinitive. Agree is followed by to infinitive. Agree to answer. Agree for answering? No. Agree with answering? No. Agree followed by to infinitive. Agree to answer. Next question number 31. Your answer book will be answered with the help of a computer. Your answer book will be answered with the help of a computer. Is it correct? So your answer book will be answered. No. Your answer book will be judged. No. Tested. No. Evaluated. Yes. Seen. No. Did you understand, guys? Next question number 32. In the hot afternoon, after a long walk, I rest under the shadow of a tree. See, what is the correction here? So look at this one. In the hot summer, after a long walk, I rested under the shadow of a tree. See, I told you cannot take the rest under the shadow. You know, right? It can be under the shade of a tree. See, yesterday I told you shade, whenever we say, we generally take in, right? In the shade, in shade. But when you go with of something, so generally in shade, but when you go with of something, of tree or something, then you can go with under. Is that clear? What I'm saying here is we do not take under when we use shade. We use or we take in the shade. But when we have this of something, we can take under the shade. Do remember these two are different. Next question number 33. He throwed it out of the window. What is the conjugation of throw? Throw, threw, thrown. So there is no throwed. So we require the V2 form. Hence, we require to take V2 through. So the answer is A. Is that clear, guys? Question number 34. Marconi assembled the radio. He assembled the radio? No, how funny it is. So, discovered the radio, that means radio was already there and he discovered now? No, right? So, made, that is like I can say Butler English. Invented, absolutely. So, that is the answer, right? Next, question number 35. He showed great kind to his friend. Great is adjective. Kind is adjective. But we require noun because kind is adjective. Great is adjective. Great is qualifying a noun, not adjective. Here we require a noun form, but this is adjective. So what is the noun form of kind? Kindness. So answer is option A. Is that clear? Question number 36. He was released from the hospital yesterday. Is hospital a prison to release? No, right? So the usage of released is inappropriate. So we have to replace it. So what is the one? Let out. Why let out? That means you are forcibly kept in some place to let you out? No. Dismissed, is it a job to dismiss? No. Discharged, exactly. It's a hospital. From hospital you will be discharged. Is that clear, guys? So remember, released is from prison, release from prison, jail. Let out is like forcefully kept. Finally he was let out by the boss, or let out by the person who was forcefully kept. Next, discharge is hospital, dismiss is from job or something. Is that clear? Like assembly also. Next, 37. The colors softened as the sun went down. What softened? Colors soften. Is it something to become soft? No, right? Colors soften. It is rubbish. No. So colors brightened as the sun went down. That means we are talking about sunset. When sunset, the colors, what happens? They become bright? No, they don't become bright. So it is inappropriate. Colors deepen. Deepen means what? That is also expresses the deep color. So we left out with mellowed, of course. Why? What is mellow? So mellow means become less intense. You can say fade or dim, becoming dim or fade. Is it clear? Question number 38. The new manager is soft spoken and is considerable to all. What is considerable to all? Something? No, we are not talking about thing. We are talking about a person. Right. So we are talking about a person. Person means we cannot take considerable. We cannot take adjective there. Okay. So what it should be? Conceited? No. Considerate, giving sense. Constricted, we are talking about soft spoken. The manager is soft spoken. When he is soft spoken, we cannot take constricted or conceited. It should be considerate to all. That means it considers everyone. Is that clear? So the answer is option B. Next, question number 39. He hanged his portrait in the main hall. See, the usage of hanged is inappropriate here. Right. So what is the conjugation of hang? Hang has two different conjugations. One, hang, hanged, hanged. Another one, hang, hung, hung. What is the difference here? Hang, hanged, hanged gives and uses in the sense of kill. In the sense of kill. Whereas hang, hung, hung is used in the sense of one end is fixed. One end is fixed. And the other end or the other is loose. Just like you're hanging your clothes, your shirt or something to an hanger, right? So that is, in that sense, you have to use this hang, hung. So now, are we talking about killing? No, right? It is not killing. It is hanging, and we require V2 form. So where is V2 form? Hang. Sorry, hang, hung, hung. Here hang is there, V1. Incorrect. Had, no, we are not talking about killing. So the answer is option B, hung. Is that clear, guys? Next, question number 40. We were unable to call on you because of the rains. So call on is the highlighted one. So call on means what? To visit, right? Or to check. No, now you can look at this one. So we're unable to help. No. So we are unable to invite you because of the rains. No. We are unable to visit. Here call on itself is giving the sense. Call on means to call somebody. Okay. So either to check on them or to whatever it is. So that is the correct sense. So the answer is option D, no error. It is correct as it is. Next question number 41. Both the mother-in-laws welcomed the newlyweds for garlands of flowers. With garlands of flowers. Here we know the era is with mother-in-laws. Both means two, of course. But we cannot pluralize the compound noun simply by adding s at the end of the compound noun. Look at this one. Sister-in-law, man of war, passer-by. So these are all compound nouns. Now, what is the plural of these compound nouns? The plural of compound noun sister-in-law is not sister-in-laws. It is sisters-in-law. Why? Why it is sisters-in-law? Because compound noun must be pluralized by pluralizing the main word of the compound noun. What is the main word here? Sister. Now, man of war. What is the compound noun? What is the plural of this compound noun? Man of war? Not man of wars. It is men of war. Because main word is man. Man, men. In the same way, passerby, not passerbys, passers-by. In that way, mother-in-law, mothers-in-law. Not mother's-laws, mother-in-law, no. We are talking about both. So the answer is option C. Is that clear, guys? Next, question number 42. The workers looked run down. It doesn't give sense here. The workers looked, how they looked? Run down. What is this run down? So it doesn't give correct sense. So we have to replace it. So the workers looked what? Happy, relaxed, exhausted. So how the workers looked? Happy, relaxed, or exhausted? So are they happy? Are they relaxed? Or they exhausted? We are talking about workers. That means they work too much and they are very tired. Hence, it can be option C, exhausted. Because exhausted means become very tired. Is that clear? Next, question number 43. The relatives confronted the old man whose wife had died. So, whose wife? The old man. I told you before. Whose is a relative pronoun which can be used for persons, things, and animals when we give possession. Whose? The old man's. We are giving possession, right? So usage of whose is there. Here that is okay. Now the relatives comforted is the highlighted one. So comforted means his wife died. So relatives what they will do? They will comfort or not. Now, sympathized with, pitied, felt sorrow, consoled. Can we take consoled? Many people have taken consoled, but usage of comfort is correct there. See, we console the person when he is in hospital, we generally go with consolation. But here it is not hospital. He died death. He is old man and it is not simple consoling. It is comforting. That means they're making him feel that we are there for you. Console is not like that. Console is to feel sorrow, like showing sympathy. That's it. But here we are not simply going with sympathy. Died, old man. So comforting is the right one. So the answer is option D, no error. Next question number 44. They obtained the top secret information by wrong means. They obtained the top secret information by wrong means. Wrong means is absolutely wrong because it doesn't give good sense. So clever means, bad means, How they obtain this top secret information? By fraudulent means, illegally. Is that clear? Consoled, I already told you guys. So, comforting when they are in grief. Now, the answer is option B. Next, question number 45. His speech was broadcasted over the radio last Thursday. Remember, broadcast, the conjugation of broadcast is broadcast, 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 telecast, 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 cast, cast, cast. All three forms are same. So no broadcasted. So you can take option A, was broadcast, had been broadcasted. We are not talking about that. Last Thursday we require simple past. So has been, no. So we require simple past because time indicator expresses past. So the answer is was broadcast. I hope it is clear. 46. The problems of traffic crowding will not disappear soon. Traffic crowding? Will we say traffic crowding? No, right? Crowding is for people. So what is the correction? Congestion? Yes. For traffic, if it is crowded by people and vehicles, we must use congestion. Intensification, we are not talking about some action which is becoming more. No. Concentration, no. Concentration means availability of something in the richest form. So it is not the concentration or intensification, it is congestion, especially used for traffic. Question number 47. Like, for example, a post office can have a customer care center. Like, for example, is absolutely wrong because it can use either like or for example, not both. Like example, for example, both, usage of both is wrong, right? Now for example, giving sense, like example, no, you can say like or for example. For an example, no, for example is correct. So the answer is option A, right? Next, question number 48. His brother never has and never will be dependable. Never has what? Where is the main verb? Never is adverb of frequency. Alright. Has is auxiliary verb. Has what? Not giving sense, right? That means we require a main verb. What is the main verb here? Never had what? So will be what? Will be dependable. Dependable is adjective. Will plus V1, be is there. So this is wrong. Was never being, no. Has, never has been, yes. Has plus V3. So the answer is option B. Next, question number 49. It is important not to worry. Yes, it is important not to worry. To infinitive without splitting, that is giving sense. To do not worry, don't worry, to not worry. No, it is correct as it is. It is important, what? Not to worry is correct. So the answer is option D. Now let's move on to the next one, question number 50. The work you have submitted is not to the mark. Not to the mark is incorrect, right? So what it should be? Not to the, it's not giving the sense. What is the correct sense? Is not as the mark, from the mark, up to the mark. Yes, it is not up to the mark. Is that clear? Question number 51. Look at this sentence. She had read Oliver Twist when she had been 14 years old. She had been 14 years old is not correct sense, right? We're talking about past. She had read Oliver's Twist when she had become 14 years. Has become, no. When she was 14 years old. So the answer is option C, right? Next, question number 52. Children like to eat sweets, isn't it? Question tag. So we got question tag and is appropriately wrong. Children plural, like plural. So we require a plural and in present tense. Plural present tense means do or does, do. And children. So it is they. And is it positive or negative? Positive. That means we require a negative question tag. So it should be don't they. So the answer is option C, right? Question number 53. He took disadvantage of the situation and cheated many people. If he cheated, how can he be taken disadvantage? He has taken advantage of the situation, right? So he took chance, he took advantage. Yes, he took advantage of the situation. He took disapproval. No. So the answer is option B, because he has taken advantage, right? Next, question number 54. He was so afraid that his knees knocked one another. We have seen this kind yesterday too. One another, knees. Knees means how many knees do we have? Only two. So we have to use each other, because each other is for two, one another is for more than two, right? So the answer is option B. Next, question number 55. All the candidates will give a test on Friday. All the candidates will give a test on Friday. They will not give test. They will take test. You will not give test. We give the test. You take the test, because you write that. So appear the test, appear a test, accept a test. No, take a test. Many people often use it like this. I gave a test. No, you took a test, not gave. Is it clear? Question number 56. Did their bus come on time? Their bus. What is their? Their expresses place. There. Here, there. But we are not talking about place. Bus. We require an adjective to qualify bus. So their's bus. No. Their's bus. Their bus. Yes. It should be their bus. We are giving. There means what? Possession, right? Possessive adjective. Whose bus? Their bus. Third person plural. Is that clear? Next, question number 57. Mayank was working overtime for the last 2 weeks. Was working. Last 2 weeks. For the last 2 weeks means action started 2 weeks before. It's continuing, still going on. Now also it is going on. When it ends, we don't know, somewhere in the future. So we require which tense? Present perfect continuous. So replace it with present perfect continuous. Where is present perfect continuous? Is working present, is being passive of present continuous. So has been working, present perfect continuous. Action started and going on, still going on. We do not know when it ends in the future. Such action presented in present perfect continuous, right? Next, question number 58. Every morning I get up at 4 o'clock, but today I get up at 7 o'clock. Every morning I get up at 4 o'clock, simple present, because daily actions. But today, already action completed, no? After that only you are speaking. So that should be written in simple past. So got up, yes. Yeah, I'm getting up. Now you are getting up. No. Was getting up past continuous? No. Either it should be in simple past or present perfect. So we have simple past. So, but today I got up at 7 o'clock. Is that clear, guys? Right. Next, question number 59. Most children are liking ice cream. What is sense here? We are talking as a general statement, right? It's a general statement which should be written in simple present. So are liking present continuous only now? No, it's era. So we have to improve that. Most children likes, children plural, right? Plural means we require plural verb. So here it is singular. Were liking, past continuous, no. Like, yes, because children is plural, we require a plural verb. Hence, most children like ice cream. Not only children, even most of us, right? I too like ice cream, right? Next, question number 60. Supposing if he comes, what should I do? Supposing if he comes. Suppose if. 2 do we require? No, right? Only one condition is enough. So that is error. So we can take only one. Like if he comes, what should we do? One is there. In case he will come, why in future? No. In the event of his being coming, not required. So simple. If he comes, what should we do? Question number 61. My uncle presented me the more expensive watch. See, the more expensive watch. Is it correct? More is for comparative form, but it is in superlative. Article da is also there. So much expensive watch. Watch can be no counted, which is countable. Mere no. Most yes. He has presented me the most expensive watch. So the answer is option C. Right. Question number 62. Either Vijay or Vimal are going to be selected for the match. So either or, correct. Vijay singular, Vimal singular. So the verb agrees with the nearest noun. Nearest noun is Vimal, which is singular. That means we require a singular verb. So R is incorrect. So we have to replace with singular verb. So is going to be selected for the match. Right? Very simple one. Next, question number 63. Nisha is more funnier than Natasha. More funnier. More is comparative, funnier is comparative. Do you require two comparative forms? No. Do not use double comparative. You must avoid double comparative. So we can use only one. So funnier, yes. Funniest, we have only two comparative form. Quite funny, no. So the answer is option A. Nisha is funnier than Natasha. Right. Next, question number 64. The office staff members wished each and other on New Year's Day. Each and other? No, it can be each other or one another. One other? No. Each another? No. Each other? One another. Not the other way. One another? Yes. Because more than two office staff. Right. Is that clear, guys? 65. The two brothers shared the property among themselves. How many brothers? Two brothers. Can we use among for two? Amongst or among, whatever it is. So for two we have to use between, more than two, among or amongst. So the usage of amidst is nothing but the middle of something. Amongst is wrong. We require between because we have only two. Right? Question number 66. The advancements in medical sciences has proved to be boon for all of us. What is the subject? The advancements. Is it singular or plural? Plural. We require a plural verb. But has is given. It is singular. We have to replace. So has proven, again. Had proven in the past. Have proven. Yes. The advancements in medical sciences have proved to be a boon for all of us. So the answer is option C. Because we have plural subject, we require plural verb. Have proved. Right? 67. Educational facilities in underdeveloped nations are often limiting. R is there. After R, if we require to use in passive voice, it is in passive voice. We require to use V3, right? So, not V4. So, R often, limited, delimiting, limitless. So, here we are talking about underdeveloped, not limitless. They are limited. So, the answer is option A, limited. Is that clear, guys? Question number 68. Doctors are known for their illegible handwriting. Obviously. Right. Illegible means what? Which cannot be readable. It cannot be read. Okay. It is not readable. So that is what illegible. So it is absolutely correct there. Ineligible, what is eligibility? Eligible, no. Incorrigible, unable to correct, no. So the answer is option D. It is correct as it is. Illegible, which cannot be read, cannot be understood easily. Right. Next, question number 69. He cited a number of reasons for his absence. Cited. What did we cite? Quote. To mention. So that is correct only. Cited. Place. And can we go with ed? No. Cited. Vision related. Recited. Saying it again, like poems. We generally recite the poems. So it is correct as it is. So the answer is option D. Is that clear? Mentioned. Understand that? So the answer is option D. Question number 70. He received many praises for his latest invention. Received many praises. Look at this. He received great many praises. He received much praise. Why? Because praise is uncountable. We cannot say praises. We are talking as a noun. You can say he praises her always, their verb. But here we are taking it as noun. As a noun, it is uncountable. You cannot use praises and you cannot use countable adjective. So it should be much praise. Too much praises, never again. So the answer is option B. He received what? Much praise for his latest invention. Question number 71. If I was you, I would not sign the document. It cannot be happen. I cannot be you. That means it is imaginary. That means past subjunctive. In imaginary condition, we have to use past subjunctive. What are past subjunctives we use? The sentence is in imaginary condition. In imaginary condition, we have to use past subjunctive. What are the past subjunctives we use? Were for taking the role, had to show the possession, here the role. So if I were you, had, have, no. If I were you is the correct one. So the answer is option B. Question number 72. They were astonished through his failure in the examination. Astonish. Will it be followed by through? No. Remember, surprised is followed by which preposition? Surprise is always followed by at. Surprised at. In the same way, astonish at, because intense surprise is astonish. So we require to replace it with at. So not the other. So astonished at his failure in the examination. I hope it is clear. Next, question number 73. The increasing sale of luxuries is an index of the country's prosperity. The increasing sale of luxuries, that means luxury items, is an index of country's prosperity. So index, we know the measurement, we'll see the index. Isn't correct here? Not. Look at the other. Appendix. Are we talking about appendix? No. Pointer, mark? No. That doesn't give any sense. So index is absolutely correct. The increasing sale of luxuries is an index of the country's prosperity. So the sentence is absolutely correct as it is. So the answer is option D. Right. Next, question number 74. When you are starting to write to your friend, when are you starting to write to your friend? So starting, wanting, going, thinking. We are not telling about starting a work. So when are you wanting? No. When are you thinking to write? Thinking, just go with off, right? So when are you going to write? That means when you will do the task. So replace starting with going. Starting is not appropriate in that context. Next, question number 75. I prefer to ride than to walk. I prefer to ride than to walk. So remember, prefer, I told you yesterday also, is a word which always followed by to. 7 Latin comparatives like junior, senior, superior, inferior, etc. In addition to them, prefer and its derivatives prefer, preferred, preferable, etc. are not followed by than. Instead, they are followed by to. Here than is there, to is there. Both are not required to use. So I preferred ride to walk. I preferred riding than walking. I preferred riding to walking. So our answer is option C, because followed by gerund. I prefer riding to walking, not than. Prefer is in a comparative form. Next, question number 76. I have not finished to paint the door. I have not finished to paint the door. So here to infinitive is incorrect. The usage of to infinitive is incorrect. Is that clear, guys? So what we have to do, what it will be followed by? I have not finished. Finish is followed by gerund, not to infinitive. Is that clear, guys? So I have not finished painting the door, not the paint of door, or to paint the door, or the painting. We require gerund form. I have not finished painting the door. Is that clear, guys? So followed by gerund, not to infinitive. Now let's go on to the next one. Question number 77. She usually does not leave for work until she finished all her chores. Now, what is the tense of the sentence? She usually does not leave. Present tense. Their past tense. Is it correct? No. And we are generally talking about her routine. She usually does not leave for work until she. We require present only because daily routine. Finishes is correct one. Had finished, has finished. No, it is incorrect. So the correct one is finishes. She does not leave for work until she finishes all her chores. Next, question number 78. The article should not exceed more than 100 words. Here exceed means what? More than something, more than the stipulated one. Again, using of more become redundant. So we cannot use exceed and more. Generally, people do commit this mistake. Do not exceed more than. No, do not exceed is enough. Or do not write more than, or do not do more than something. That is okay. So with exceed, more should not be used. So exceed, beyond, exceed than, no. Exceed, enough, right? So the article should not exceed 100 words. Remove this than also. The article should not exceed 100 words. Than also inappropriate, right? Next one, question number 79. Geeta said that she had never viewed across a book she liked it so much. Never viewed across. No, it doesn't give sense. So then what it is? Never come across. Yes. Never faced. Never come what? Come through? No. Never come around? No. It is come across, not coming around or coming through window or something like that. No medium we are talking about. So replace viewed across with come across, not viewed across. It should be come across, right? Next, question number 80. I will be giving blood in the hospital at 9 a.m. tomorrow. You will not give blood. You will donate blood. So exchange, no. Contributing, no. It should be donating. I will be donating blood in the hospital at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Is that clear, guys? 81. The fishermen are fishing in the sea from sunrise and will continue to do so until sunset. They started when? From sunrise. Till when they'll do? Continue until sunset. That means what tense do we require? Have fished, have been fishing, were fishing. We require present perfect continuous. So the answer is option B. The fishermen have been fishing in the sea from sunset and will continue. Now also they are doing and will continue so until sunset. Right? Now let's move on to the next one. Question number 82. Which newspaper do you subscribe for? Which newspaper do you subscribe for? Remember, when you pay money to get something in regular intervals or daily, you subscribe to that. So it is not appropriate to use for after subscribe. It's always subscribe to. Generally will say, no, you might have here, subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to this, subscribe to that. I subscribe to the magazine. I subscribe to so it's a network. I subscribe to the Hindu newspaper. So remember, when you pay for something in order to get the services regularly, we generally go with subscribe to, not subscribe for. Do you understand that? Question number 83. Mary wondered if the other girls were as excited as she was. Usage of if is inappropriate because if expresses condition. Are we talking about condition? Mary wondered. What she wondered? If the other girls were as excited as she was. So that is inappropriate. Here we require to use conjunction that because it is an indirect speech. So replace if with that. Is that clear, guys? Now look at the next one. Question number 84. His friends could not tell me why he did not come to college yesterday. His friends could not tell me why he did not come to college yesterday. It seems correct, right? Yesterday. So simple past, did not come, did plus V1. Look at the options. Why had he not come? Why perfect? Why did he? It's not a question. Why not had? No. So it is correct as it is. So the answer is option D, no improvement. So simple past, did plus V1. So did always followed by V1. Did plus V1 is correct. Okay, guys. Question number 85. The festival is likely to fall in December. The festival is likely to fall in December. Will likely to fall? Here is also is highlighted. Will likely for fall? Will be likely to fall? No. Likely is followed by to infinitive 2 plus V1. The festival is likely to fall. It gives correct sense. So we cannot use future tense. It should be in present. We are showing the scheduled or planned like that. Right. So it is correct to mention it in present tense. Right. So the answer is option D. No improvement. Question number 86. I asked the traveler, where is he going? See, it is in indirect speech. In indirect speech, whether question or interrogative, that is imperative or exclamatory, all should be converted into assertive. But where is he going? It is like a question, and you cannot write in present tense, right? It is in present continuous. Present continuous in direct speech becomes past continuous in indirect speech. So, where he is going, where was he going, gives sense. Where he was going. So here, was he going? again is in a question form. Where was he going? So no. So where he was going, yes, because assertive form, subject plus auxiliary verb plus main verb plus object, right? Next, question number 87. The bird sanctuary is about 10 kilometers inside from central Delhi. It's absolutely incorrect, right? So is about 10 kilometers inside? No. Inside from? No. So the bird sanctuary was about, in the past tense. The bird sanctuary is about 10 kilometers on top. Why on top? No, the bird sanctuary is about 10 kilometers away from central Delhi. We are talking about distance and we are talking about how farther it is. It is 10 kilometers away from that place. Is that clear? So the answer is option C. Next, question number 88. This is so important that a matter is not giving sense. So important a matter. It is so important a matter. So it is not giving sense because the structure is incorrect. So we have to correct the structure. So this is highlighted but not required, guys. Is not required to be highlighted because we don't have any verbs here. So you have to consider in such a way, guys. So sometimes something is extra highlighted, sometimes something may not be highlighted, it might be omitted, but you have to go along with the options. Okay, now look at this one. This is so important a matter. This is such an important matter. This is very important matter. This is quite important matter. So which one? This is such an important matter. So here we are specifying this is such an important matter. Is the right one, right? Question number 89. When Rahul handed his homework, he forgot to give the teacher the last page. When Rahul handed his homework means he handed, require a preposition is missing, right? So we have to improve the sentence. When Rahul handed in his homework, when Rahul handed down his homework, when Rahul hand over his homework, which one? See, you will I know you will choose option C, but you are not mindful then. Option C is incorrect because it is in present tense, but the sentence forgot, it is in past tense. He already did that. So that is wrong. Handed in also gives the same sense of submitting, right? Hand in the scissors to me, that means give it to. Is that clear? So the answer is option A. Next, question number 90. Although he was tired, he went out for playing. Is it correct? No. Although he was tired, he goes out. It is in past tense. How can we use present? No. Although he was tired, he goes out again. No. Although he was tired, he went out to play. To infinitive is what we require. So the answer is option C. Next, question number 91. Rakesh didn't knew my address. I told you did plus V1, not did plus V2 because did is already a past form. So with past we cannot take past. It will become past perfect. You either write in past perfect. So did plus V1. So it is to be corrected. Rakesh didn't know. Didn't know. So didn't have a didn't known. It is known. Here it is V3. No. So didn't have. Have what? No. Didn't know. This is V1. So our answer is option C. Rakesh didn't know. Right? Next, question number 92. It was quite clear that the runner could be able to improve upon his own record. I tell you, can means able to do something. So could is a past form of can. It expresses past ability. So with can and could, do not use able to. You can either use can or able to, not both. So that is incorrect. So we have to improve that. So which one? So it was quite clear that the runner will. Can we take will? Will is a future. We are talking about future. So will be able? No. Here, would be, should be. Why should, why would. Should expresses compulsion, desirability, duty, promise, and obligation. So we are not talking about any of those. So should is not appropriate. So it's better to go with past form of will, that is would. Right, guys? So would be able. With would we can write able, right? Question number 93. This work of art is worth to praise. So here, worthy followed by preposition to. This work of art is worthy to praise. Is it correct? No, right? So what should be the right preposition? We have come across this often. So worthy for, no. Worthy of, yes. Worthy about, no. So worthy is followed by preposition of. So replace to with of. Now let's see the next one. Question number 94. To alleviate the pain of losing his own son, he took up medication. What is meant by alleviate? Alleviate means lessen something. Lessen the intensity or something, or lessen something. So alleviate the pain is giving sense. Lessen, already alleviate is giving the sense. Minimize the pain, lessen, no. So it is correct as it is. To alleviate the pain is absolutely correct. So the answer is option D. Question number 95. The Prime Minister established a commission to look after the plight of widows. Commission will be established? No, that is incorrect. So which one? So we have to improve the sentence. Formed a commission, created a commission, set up a commission. Yes, it is appropriate to use set up with commission, not establish, right? So the answer is option C.